single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2019 69 plate Nissan Navara. It's a 2.3 DCI N-Guard TT 194 brake horsepower double cab. It's also the 2020 model. It's done 11,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history, and obviously it's got the remaining amount of manufacturer's warranty, which one, when new, if I get my words out, would have been 5 years or 100,000 miles. So as you can probably appreciate, there's lots left on it. Right, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now, and as I'm sure you can appreciate, they're very popular because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you're here in person. So once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you just want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. Obviously in the UK it's easy, I just need a postcode. Anywhere else, just give me a port and I give you a price for it. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, there's lots of different options in regards to deposits. Usually we would ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT. Obviously down to you and your circumstances, there are other options that are available. An application takes about 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. Right, so I'm going to start with the bonnet and then obviously we're going to work our way around from there. I'm going to show you all the panels individually, looking for any marks, any scratches, any dints, everything that you would do here if you were here in person. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres individually as well. Look at the tyres, look at the wheels, look at the condition. Once we've done that, we'll have a look inside and then under the bonnet, and then finally we'll have a look underneath it. I can tell you, after spending a little time with the car, because it's the first one I've seen with the newer shape, it's superb. It really is. It's got all the toys that you could ever wish for. It drives great, and there's some really interesting features too. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and we'll work away from there. Hopefully you can appreciate from the shot in front of you, it's in great condition. There's no obvious marks, scratches or dints at all. As you can see, it's got the latest spec headlights, they're in perfect condition, as is the grille and the passenger headlight as well. Front bumper, as you can see, again it's in nice condition, there's no obvious damage, and that is the same for the front wing. Apologies for the dirt, I've just literally moved it. So passenger side front wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. Tyre is all but new and it's a Continental. Windscreen is free from stone chips and cracks. Right, so let's go down the passenger side and hopefully you can see from that shot there it's in great condition and there are no obvious marks, scratches or dints. I mean, obviously it's done 11,000 miles. It's obviously a 2020 model, albeit 69, very late 19. I think it's November or December 19, but it's obviously a 2020 model, which is the important bit because it's got the better bits on it. Right, so rear quarter. And again, it's in nice condition, there's no obvious marks, scratches or dints. The roof, obviously in sunroof, which I'll show you working shortly. So passenger side rear wheel and tyre, again it's a Continental tyre, again the wheel's perfect. And the tyre obviously looks virtually new. So, tailgate, and again it's in nice condition, there's no obvious marks, scratches or dents, and it's in great condition. Rear bumper's in good condition as well, obviously we've got parking sensors. Tow bar with the earlier style electrics, obviously these will tow 3.5 ton, and it's got the TT kit as well, so it's got the upgrade to suspension for towing. In the back, as you can see, it's nice and clean, it's free from damage, so obviously it's not had a hard life. It's got an armadillo roll and lock on the back. I'm sure if you know, these are very expensive when they're new. and they offer a really decent level of security for the pickup truck as well. There you go, it's not locked. Right, so let's work our way down the driver's side. So rear tail lights are in good condition. Onto the rear quarter, and as you can see, it's in nice condition, it's free from damage, and it's nice and clean. You will notice on these there are two apparent fuel caps. This side is the AdBlue, which means that it is a ULEZ vehicle, or ultra low emissions zone compliant, which means if you go into London, for instance, and there's a congestion charge, this should get you underneath that congestion charge because it's very low emissions. Right, so rear wheel and tyre, passenger driver's side, wheels in good condition, matching tyre, and as you can see, matching tread. So the roll bar on this one as well, obviously in the matte black, which obviously sits alongside the Armadillo. Really nice bit of kit, looks very smart, especially the contrasting grey and black with the decals. Right, so let's go down the driver's side now, and hopefully you can see from that shot there, there's no marks, scratches or dents. It's in great condition. Onto the driver's side front wing, and again, no surprises, it's in fantastic condition. So driver's side, front wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. I can't get my words out today. Wheels in great condition, as is the tyre, which is obviously a Continental, as it's a full set. Right, so onto the interior. So vehicle is keyless entry, keyless go. So as long as you've got your key in your pocket, you can press this button to lock it and unlock it. Keys in it, so it's just telling me off at the moment. Excuse me. So, sorry about that. Right, so onto the driver's door card. As you can see, it's in great condition. It's free from damage. Again, no brainer really. It's only done 11,000 miles. It's in fantastic condition. Driver's seat is fully electric. So it will go forwards, it will go backwards. You can bring the nose up, you can bring the seat up, and obviously the backrest will go forwards and backwards as well. It's the newer style seat with the yellow stitching, and doesn't it look great as well? You can also pump the back of the seat up there. So if you look at that part there, you can see that that's moving. So you've got a really decent varied of movements to make it as comfortable for you as possible. Like everything else, the seats are like new. All the bolsters are really clean, and the bolsters are very firm, very comfortable to sit in as well. Right, let me just jump in. So, start it up. As you can see, fires into action straight away. There's no warning lights on the dashboard, just obviously the fact that my handbrake's on and I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Other than that, no other warning lights at all. It's got the new style Nissan Connect, which obviously I'll show you working in a second. Let's turn it down. I've got to be honest, this is the first one I've used, so I've had to play with it. I don't understand it completely, but I can tell you that the reverse camera is something else. It is phenomenal. Obviously, whereas the Navara ones are very good, the reversing camera in this is something else. It's the best one I've ever seen, and we sell a lot of pickup trucks. Right, so steering wheel. You've got your cruise control to the top half, and then obviously you've got voice command, and also you've got your phone control here as well. So what you can do with this is, because it's got Apple CarPlay, you can actually press and hold that, and then you can link your iPhone to your vehicle, so you can have Siri on your steering wheel, which is quite cool. Onto the left hand side is your media center basically, and your volume controls. So I'll show you the reversing camera. If you've obviously seen any of the other older Navaras like the 17 downwards, the camera's good, but this is something else. The bird's eye view to the left hand side now, I can't really show, I'll just pull it forwards a little bit and I'll show you. When you actually reverse now, if you keep your eye on the left hand side screen, it actually gives you a real bird's eye view of the vehicle. It's just like you're moving along and you can see it from a drone, if you like, following you. It's phenomenal, it really is. It looks great. The other thing is the same as the old system. If you're in reverse, what you can actually do is you can press camera again and it will give you your left hand view. For me, that is a more important camera shot, if I'm honest. The other one, the 360, whilst it's cool, it's a bit gimmicky, but the left hand side, obviously you can't see that side when you're reversing, so you can make sure you're not going to damage your wheels, you're not going to knock a kid over, etc. Really good, very, very good system. Right, so obviously put it into drive and click on your camera, then you get your forward facing view as well. So if you want to park against the wall or something. It's got DAB for pre-populated stations. Obviously you can refresh that as you wish. It's also got normal radio as well. It's a later system, so it's got Apple CarPlay, also Android, so you can plug your phone in, and then obviously you've got your apps that you've got on your phone on your actual system. As you can see, so you've got connections, you've got your apps, obviously, which will show on there. It's also got Wi-Fi, USB, and obviously your Bluetooth as well. I believe that you can do Bluetooth audio. Bear me a second, Plorry. Sorry about that. That's what's that? Second time, third time? Hopefully there's no more interruptions. Okay, so obviously you've got your Bluetooth, you've got your Wi-Fi, and obviously you've got a varying amount of other things as well. Quite like the home screen now, because obviously what you've got is you've got like radio in the middle with your DAB, and then obviously you've got your variant amount of options underneath. I will say that the screen is much bigger than it used to be, and the navigation screen is phenomenal. It's really very clear to use. I thought it was good before. This is head and shoulders, really. Right, so off away from that, obviously there's lots more settings that there are on there. I'm not 100% sure of what there is and what there isn't. It's one of those things where I need to really get into it and play it. And obviously the truck's literally been here an hour and a half, 2 hours. So dual zone climate control with air conditioning, it does work. It's on at the moment and it's blowing cold. Switchable 4-wheel drive, obviously normal use 2-wheel drive, and then obviously you get a little bit muddy or whatever for high, and you get really stuck for low. I think the general consensus is that you really need to stop, pop it into park or into neutral, and then switch it over from there, because it will prolong the life of your box. Obviously I think manufacturer states up to about 20 miles an hour. Personally, I won't bother. Obviously they're like taking your money off you at some point in the future, although the warranty is obviously very good. It's got hill descent, and also you can lock and unlock the vehicle from here as well. And obviously further down here you've got your USB for your Apple Play, and then auxiliary as well. Centre console, heated seats, high and low, they do work, we've had them on. Passenger seat, bolster is very good, as is the material. As is a lot of these vehicles, obviously they're used by directors of companies because of the VAT status and whatever else, you get the tax back. Doesn't feel like the seat's been sat into me. It's very, very firm, as if it was new. All the materials are very good. Right, so on to the rest of the interior. Armrest, as you can see, again, it's in perfect oops, sorry about that. It's in perfect condition. And it's a pneumatic kind. Some of the older ones aren't. In the back, the seats are very good and very clean. Again, following on, it's just very, very clean. Roof lining, again, is very good. As you can see, there is a sunroof, and it's a one-touch unit. So it's just raining a little bit, so I'm not going to do it for very long. So single touch, open and close. Inside, it doesn't smell of anything. It's neutral. It's not been cleaned or anything. This is exactly as it's arrived. So yeah, it's nice. It's obviously been looked after, which is nice to see. Not hard to see either. Dashboard, as you can see, is very clean. It's free from damage. There's no issues anywhere with it at all. It drives superb as well. It really does. Right, so let's switch that off. Have a quick look in the back. You'll probably notice it's got the tailored mats, proper tailored mats all round, front and rear, and obviously they're in very good condition as well. Right, let's have a quick look under the bonnet. Just bear with me. Obviously this has not been cleaned in any way, shape or form, so no doubt it'll have a bit of dirt on it. It's actually quite clean. Right, so under the bonnet, and as you can see, all the fluids are clean. Let's clip that back into place. Obviously, a bit of dust, but if I'm honest, I prefer to see an engine like this that's not been cleaned, because obviously then you know whether or not it's got any historic oil leaks that have not been covered over. As you can see, the turbo unit is very clean. It's free from oil, so there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. At the end of the day, it's a really very new truck. It's got very low miles. You wouldn't expect it to have any oily residue around it. Some people don't know, obviously your truck has got 5 years or 100,000 miles manufacturer's warranty. So for whatever reason, let's say you go to it one morning, your battery's flat, you take it to Nissan, they'll put your new battery on it for free of charge, which is obviously great news. But yeah, obviously while it's not clean, the engine is clean, if you can see what I mean. Exactly as I'd wanted to find it, to be honest with you. It's obviously not been prepared and clean, so you know that there's not any oil leaks, there's not been any leaks of any fluids or anything like that. It's perfect, really. Right, let's have a quick look underneath. And again, I'm sure there's no surprises under there. So there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Everything's really nice and clean underneath and dry. You can see it's not lived near a seaside. Spare wheel is a full size, I think it's a steel, can't really tell from there. So it's a steel and it's got a Continental tyre, which is also brand new. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, and I realise I go on, so probably a little bit more. Now obviously if you think I've missed something, or if you want to see something in a bit more detail, please just give me a call. I'm more than happy to do video, anything you want, take pictures and do a road test, whatever you want, not a problem. So thanks for watching, appreciate your time, but more importantly, stay safe. Bye bye.